welcome to Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle, your food expert. This is a diet program where we talk about food and how food affects our health, either positively or negatively. I am Michelle Omeadi. You can call me Dietitian Michelle. So today on Diet Talk, let's talk about how we preserve our beans. Have you ever thought about that? How do we preserve our beans? Now, when you buy your 10 noodles of beans or 20 noodles of beans or even custard, I don't know what they use in your own region, but here in Jos, we use noodles. So when you buy that quantity of beans that you're not going to finish all at once, one sitting, how do you preserve? How do you keep it? I'll open the phone line very early because I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear what you have to say. What do you do to keep that beans from weevils, moles, and all sort of bad things that you don't want to attack your beans? How do you keep it fresh? How do you keep it good? How do you keep it in a good condition for consumption? I'll open the phone lines now because after this, I will not talk about beans preservation. Let's hear from you.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you too.
Yes, I'm Mr. Peter calling from Bank Road.
Mr. Peter, I'm hearing you loud and clear. You're doing well. So tell me, how do you preserve your beans?
Okay, mostly the way I preserve my beans, I look for cake, you understand? And then ensure that the beans is put there and then is properly
put it
covered.
Inside where?
Inside can cake.
Inside can cake.
Yes, all these jerry cans, 25 liters.
Yes, I understand now. Okay, so you put your beans inside there.
Yes, ensure that it's properly covered.
Airtight, Kenan. Very good.
Exactly.
Brilliant. Thank you for sharing, Mr. Peter. Let me hear one or two more questions before we proceed. Hello.
Hello, good evening, ma.
Good evening.
Yes, ma. Okay, about the beans, mine is inside jerry can.
Okay.
Then I add a little bit of dry pepper.
Dry pepper? I have been waiting for somebody to say that. This is not Nigeria again. We know how to do this kind of thing. You now put some dry pepper, right?
Yes,
so that it will pepper the weevils.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you. All right, so she says she uses jerry can too. She pours her beans into it and then she now pours pepper so that any weevil that is there go die by fire. Do you understand? Now we have shared how we preserve our beans at home, jerry can and pepper. I think someone said swan. I don't know, but yes, we have ideas on how to preserve these beans. Some people even preserve in their deep freezers. They have empty deep freezers doing nothing. They just put inside airtight containers and drop into the freezers, and the beans can last for a very long time. These are all brilliant ideas on how to preserve beans. But now, this is another question that I have. I am not opening the phone line now, but I'd like you to think about it. You have good ideas on how to preserve your beans after you've bought. But the question is, the person you have bought from, your supplier, your food vendor, or whoever is giving you beans, have you ever stopped to ask, Oga, madam, how you take the preserve these beans while they buy from you? Because safety, I tell you, begins from the farm. All right, not just the point where you buy the beans and then you preserve. Have you ever asked them, how do you preserve the beans? How is that one preserved that you buy and you now do your own work at home? That is what we are going to be focusing on. Have you ever asked yourself, how do they preserve their beans before you buy from them? Which is very important. I have ever bought beans that was smelling like drug. I mean, it's as if the crushed tablets of drugs are mixed with the beans. And when I cooked it, I was wondering if I was cooking beans or if I was cooking medicine. I couldn't eat that beans and I had to waste the whole batch of beans. Has that ever happened to you? I also heard rumors and I even saw videos of how some food vendors mix sniper with their beans. Although that is a rumor, because I'm not sure it has been confirmed that it is true, that is how, I'm not sure somebody will be that heartless to use sniper in preserving beans. So I strongly want to believe that that video was just put out there to scare people, because we have regulatory agencies in Nigeria now, so I'm very sure that thing will not pass. It's not possible, but still, it's important for you to know how your food vendors, how your food suppliers preserve the beans that you eat. So if you're thinking, Dietitian Michelle, so what can I do? How do I go about this? How do I protect myself? Why we expect the regulatory agencies in Nigeria to do their jobs well? Yes, and we are thankful that they are there. They are scouting. They are looking out for people who want to harm us in one way or the other. You are your best regulatory agency for yourself, for your family, for your household. You need to be knowledgeable on what you are eating, what you are buying, and in fact you can even ask questions. It's your right. Sometimes when I ask people what is inside your food product, they'll say, madam, I can't tell you, it's our trade secret. I say, trade secret? What me I will eat and put inside my own body is what you are calling trade secret. It is my right to know the ingredients inside any food product. The ratio or proportion is what you are not expected to disclose. So even when you buy something, it's your right to ask the person polite, please, may I know how you are preserving these beans or this rice or whatever thing that you are buying? How do you keep it? Do you understand? So, well, here are some tips that I have for you on the safety or health of your beans when you want to buy beans. I'll just share with you some tips that I apply personally, what has been helping me and even my family members. Number one thing you can do is buy your beans, not just 1 or 2 mundus. Buy plenty beans when it's harvest period. Buy plenty. If you have estimated what you consume at home, what do you eat in a year, estimate that, establish it, then buy that quantity when it's harvest period, when it's just coming out from the farmer's farm. That is the best time for you to buy your own beans and then preserve by yourself. So whether it's half bag of beans you eat, that is what you should buy, or 1 bag, that is what you should be buying. 2 bags, that is what you should be buying. Do you understand? So target the harvest period. Buy your beans that time because it's still fresh. Tell them, I don't put anything inside. I want my own 1 bag. I want my own 2 bags. Don't put anything. Just give me. I will preserve by myself. That is number 1. Number 2 is if you miss the harvest time and you are not able to buy, the next good time for you to buy your beans will be 6 months after the harvest. Do you know why? Some farmers who use chemicals to preserve their beans, after that 6 months, it starts to wear off. So that is the right time for you to buy another beans. But what would you not be eating? If you have missed the harvest period and you're waiting for the next best time, which is 6 months, around the time that the preservatives and chemicals have started to wear out of the beans, if you're waiting for that period, what would you not be eating in between? You will not be eating beans again. No moi, no akara, no bean pottage. Nah, that will not work. So the next advice that I have for you is buy from reputable suppliers. Buy from people that you are sure of their method of preservation. Now at this point, let me ask you, have you heard about pig bag? It's called Purdue Improved Crop Storage. It's a kind of bag that was developed by some group of persons and then they came to Nigeria and introduced it to Nigerians. So it's a special bag. It helps to prevent weevils and even molds. That is a good thing about it. So the beans is preserved inside and there is no need for chemicals. I have used it. That is what we are using at CNC, Citadel Nutrition Consult. We use pig bags for our preservation and it works. It really, really works. So if you have a supplier, please encourage them, tell them not to use chemicals of any sort in preserving beans. They should look for what is called pig bags. And if you have been buying your bean flour, you've been buying your dehulled beans, or you've been buying your picked beans from CNC, I'd like you to beat your chest and be at peace. Why? Because you have been eating beans that has been preserved using pig bags, no chemicals, no additives, nothing added to it. So I hope you are clear on how to handle the next harvest. This is already August. Around September, October, beans will start coming out. November. So start warming up, start getting ready, start saving now. Some people save to buy clothes, save to buy hair. Michelle saves to buy food first. I will eat good food. I will eat better food first before we now start talking about hair and clothes. I advise you to do the same thing. Start now to prepare for the harvest. But before then, good news is you can still buy your beans from Citadel Nutrition Consult where we work. We have our beans preserved inside these pig bags, no chemical, no additive, nothing added to it. Can now join the conversation. Let's talk. What do you think about this whole beans preservation? Not you at home, but the vendors, the sellers, the suppliers of beans. Hello.
Good evening, Dietitian Michelle.
Good evening.
Thank you very much. This is Adewumi calling you from Butchero.
Adewumi, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. You see, my take this evening, a lot has been said.
Okay.
Most especially in the aspect of using jerrycan to preserve beans.
Which works, right?
Honestly, yes, I think it's the same way I used to.
Okay, good.
In line with the pepper.
All right.
But it is sometimes I don't buy more. I think if you buy more of the beans now, I think it will even have those insects. You understand?
But the person you're buying from or the people you're buying from, have you asked them how they preserve their beans?
You see, the problem is this. That's what I want to bring out now. Is sometimes you go and buy beans, most especially cooked one, and you see those small insects inside. I'm telling you the truth. And you will see some people telling you that it's proteinous in nature.
Oh, that the weevils are proteinous?
Yes, that those weevils are proteinous. So that is the major thing I want to bring out this evening.
Okay.
So is it proteinous truly?
No.
Because honestly speaking, I think the other day when I saw it, I was very good.
Let's add crayfish. Add crayfish to your beans. That is a protein. Forget about the protein.
Imagine. So I think just Almighty God that will just help us.
Amen.
And most especially in the aspect of even use of chemicals.
Yes.
There was a particular time when we had that beans are killing people.
That
you
beans
understand?
was
If
killing
you could
people.
remember.
No, I did not.
Yes.
I did not hear that part.
You remember? Honestly speaking, that you said that there will be people telling you that.
Okay, I did not hear that part. Thank you, Adewumi. That beans was killing people. I didn't hear that one. I only heard about the rumor of sniper used in preserving beans, but the one of beans killing people, I have not heard that part. Yes, hello, good evening.
Hello, Dietitian Michelle.
Yes.
It's not that I'm saying the beans that is killing people. The chemical that was used to
the chemical. Yes, it's very harmful.
That was what I'm thinking out, so that people should be careful
about what they buy and when they buy.
Honestly speaking.
Yes.
So that's what I want to say this evening. I just want to appreciate you for your good work.
Thank you.
Thank you. God continue to bless you.
Amen. Thank you, Mr. Adewumi. So yes, the kind of chemicals used in preserving beans can be very harmful to our organs, the kidneys, the liver. So you want to be careful. Yes. Hello.
Yes. Good evening, Dietitian Michelle.
Good evening.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you. Please, your name and where you're calling from.
Okay, I am Major G from Bank Road.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I most sincerely appreciate your program because I am actually victim to this chemical because it has affected me to some extent.
Sad.
In fact, on several occasions, I had serious. In fact, to some extent, I thought it's food poison because it's thereafter I discover it's a chemical used for preservation. Yes, exactly. So I wish all these food vendors and people that preserve all these food storage and stuff like that should be listening to your program so that at least they can adjust and improve on food preservation as well.
Very good. I'm happy you're saying this, all right? And it's also in your own place. When you go to buy, it's your right to ask, like I said. The food you are buying is going into your own body. So you are your own regulatory agency. So you can ask, please, how do you preserve these beans? From interaction, you will know if the person is doing the right thing or not. All right? So please, it's not just about them listening to Dietitian Michelle. You are also an agent of change. When you go out there, when you are buying, ask questions, educate them. Have you heard about this? Have you heard about that? You should try it for preservation. And this pig bag is not used for only legumes. It can also be used to preserve grains. It can be used to preserve maize, acha, rice, whatever you want to keep. And we have used them. It works. It really works. So please tell them to tune into Dietitian Michelle, but still talk to them too. Tell them about pig bags. Tell them about ways of preservations that will not require the use of chemicals and preservatives. Yes, hello. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
This is Linda calling from Kofa.
Linda, welcome to the show.
Thank you, ma. About the preservation of beans and chemical being used, I was once a victim of it.
So this thing is...
And it was my I cooked, actually. You know when you wash and peel the bag, but it still affected me.
Really?
I had running stomach. Like, I regretted why I ate my that very day.
And you cooked this one by yourself? It's not like somebody added something strange to it?
No. I later realized because the person I bought the beans from said, I called her and she told me that it was chemical they use in preserving it.
Oh, sad. That is not proper. But I'm happy you're sharing this, and I hope you're going to tell them that there is a better way of preserving beans now, right?
Yes, ma'am. Very well.
Good. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you very much,
All
Linda,
right.
for
Have
sharing.
a nice day, ma'am.
Thank you. You too. Yes, thank you, Linda, for sharing that experience. She said she cooked the moi moi by herself, and she confronted the seller. How did you preserve the beans? And the person confided in her that she used chemicals to preserve, and you can see the outcome. We don't want the situation to end fatally. We don't want it to be a bad ending. Do you understand? Now is still a good time for you to make changes and be careful what you eat. Watch what you eat. It's important. Ask your supplier, how do you preserve your beans? What do you use to preserve your beans? There are better ways. Tell them about this pig bag. I'm very sure they will know where to buy. It's usually much more expensive than regular bags, but tell them that for the safety of the people, if they kill all the people where they chop the beans, who won't buy the beans after? Do you understand? So wisdom is profitable to direct. It's important to preserve the health of the people you are selling to so that they will be alive to buy again. Is that not so? Yes. So just 1 or 2 more calls and that'll be it for today. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, that's Michelle.
Good evening. Who knows me very well?
It's Mrs. Maureen from Gadabi.
Mrs. Mario, welcome to the show. What do you have to say about beans and how we preserve it?
Thank you so much, but let me digress more because the woman that just finished calling now, I had a similar experience with her.
Okay.
One day I cooked beans. I used a vegetable, this aleho, to cook it. And me and my son, we pushed throughout the day after eating the beans. So I had to go to the market and complain to the woman. And another woman who was there hearing me complaining called me out after the whole thing because the woman denied that she doesn't know.
Okay.
So another woman called me and asked if she taught me a way of cooking beans. She said, next time if I buy beans, I should wash it with cold water, then before cooking. Then my question, this is where I want to ask you this question now, because that is how I have been cooking the beans. Okay. Then she said after when I boil the beans, after washing with cold water, if immediately the beans get boiled, I should throw the water away. Then put a fresh water and start cooking it.
Parboiling your beans.
Yes, this is how I have been cooking my beans, not minding how the beans was preserved.
Yes.
And I have not gotten any problem since then. Is it right to do?
Very correct. Very correct for sharing this experience. When you want to cook your beans, parboiling is good. Do you understand? It helps to reduce, but not that it will remove the whole chemicals completely, 100%.
Okay.
So it is still good. It's still important for sellers to preserve their beans properly, regardless of how we cook. Yes. So parboiling is excellent. It's fantastic. And the way you have said it is true. You wash with cold water, then you parboil. Immediately it boils. Some people will leave the beans until it's cooked. That is when they will now wash, which is wrong. So parboiling means immediately the water starts boiling. That is when you wash, discard the water, then use another water to cook, which works. Do you understand?
All right.
But
Thank you. But there is still something, because opportunity might not come again for me to ask you this question, please. There are 2 types of beans. There is this beans, small beans used for akara and moi moi. Then bigger one, not black.
Yeah.
And not black mouth, the same normal beans, bigger one. Which one is better in health? Because since I started testing the akara beans, the thing is sweeter than the bigger one. So for someone that is above 50 years, which one is better?
All the beans are good for you. If you know that Michelle very well, you will know that I like variety. I don't usually limit to one thing. So all of them are okay. They are just different species, but they are all legumes. So eat any one that you like, all right? Yes, so thank you very much. Let me take the next call and possibly the last call for today. Said opportunity might not come again. Yes, hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Dietitian Michelle. It's Radio Mama, Ada Onogo, calling from Rankia.
It's always good to have you.
Thank you. So I used to find it difficult to get this number. And the this thing you're talking about, the one you have, do you have the one that you have preserved, or is just only that bag? Because there was a time I tried to preserve beans, I didn't buy too many, but I just bought like 6 mullus of it, and then I put it in bottles, and then, these vegetable oil bottles, when I finished it, we washed it and everything, put it there, and then covered it, and then, they said once there's a weevil inside it, you might not see, but if that it will still spoil, and it spoils.
Yes.
So what I now do, I just follow the little miss method, so we don't buy beans much again because it's an issue. And then the sniper thing you're talking about, it is true. The people use it.
Sniper.
But sniper is very powerful. That unless you have problem with your nose, if they use that sniper on it, you can perceive it even when you won't go to buy it. It's very strong. So even whether they use chemical or they didn't use chemical, all I do now is that when I buy the little beans, I buy maybe 1 or 2 measures. I don't know whether it's advisable. I wanted to find out from you. We boil it and then, boil it just like the way rice is done, and then we remove that water.
Yes, that is what...
yes, that's what I learned.
Yes,
because even the NAFDAC people, even them when they were doing some radio program, they said any beans you see, you don't see even one weevil in it. You don't see any. Be careful. Be suspicious that they use chemicals. That's what they told us in their own radio program too.
Yes.
They said it's impossible. Beans must have little weevil in it. So once you see anyone that is looking so clean, no weevil, be suspicious. Except you went to the farm with them when they are harvesting it.
Yes.
They said, well, ask them, which Nigerian will tell you the truth? Most of them will not tell you the truth.
You're right. You're very correct.
So what I'm saying is that if you have in your own shop, if you have the one that you will preserve in that bag,
yes.
So it's better when it comes there, if you have a problem with it, I'll say it's Dietitian Michelle's shop.
Thank you very much, Radio Mama. I always like hearing from Radio Mama. Thank you for calling and for cracking me up. She said that number one, the sniper issue is true. I have not seen how sniper is used in preserving beans, but if it's true, then it's really a scary thing for us to hear about. I really discourage the use of sniper. And yes, parboiling of beans is very good for you. It helps to reduce the amount of chemicals. If chemicals were used to preserve that beans, then parboiling works for you. And then she also asks about Dietitian Michelle's diet shop, which is Citadel Nutrition Consult. Yes, we use pick bags all through. So what that means is that when you buy the picked beans from Dietitian Michelle, from the diet shop, from Citadel Nutrition Consult, you need to now preserve. Don't leave it in the bag. So when you buy it, you put it inside your own jerry cans or put inside airtight container and keep inside the freezer and keep it safe. So if you're looking for beans that has been preserved properly inside pick bags, PICS, that is the name of the special bag used in preservation, airtight, no weevils, no molds, nothing bad. But when you buy, remember to preserve inside your own jerry cans or in your freezer. Thank you for these conversations. Very happy we had this conversation on how we preserve our beans. A lot of good points came up. Parboiling your beans is important, very important. So take home now is buy your beans in bulk during harvest period. Buy straight from those who have not added chemicals or anything and preserve for yourself. Number 2 is if you have missed the harvest period, then it's better you buy 6 months after, especially if you're buying from people who don't use pick bags. But if you have reputable suppliers or people who will tell you, I didn't use chemicals, I used the pick bags to preserve my beans, then it's safe for you to buy your beans. And when you buy, preserve properly. You can put inside jerry cans, add your pepper to it, put inside your deep freezer, and when you want to cook, parboil your beans when you cook. It's key, it's important. Now for those who like to know where you can get your beans, yes, CNC Diet Shop, located at Crispan Hotel opposite Air Force Base off Jonajang Expressway. You can get your whole beans, you can get your bean flour, you can also get your picked beans. The price difference won't be much, just enough to cover the cost of picking, and that will be it. But you should be happy, you'll be glad that you are buying beans that has been preserved properly. So you can get 5 kg, 10 kg, 25 kg, and even 50 kg of any of these kinds of beans as bean flour, the whole beans, or picked beans. CNC Diet Shop. And we also deliver nationwide. You don't have to be in Jos to be able to get your well-preserved beans, preserved with pick bags, no chemicals, no additive, nothing added to preserve that beans. It can be sent to you anywhere in the country. Just send a message to 070 0708-987-3497 or 0904-675-8079. We can send you your beans, 5 kg, 10 kg, 25 and even 50 kg of bean flour, of the whole beans that makes cooking easy, and even your picked beans. You have children going to school, boarding school, if they cook for themselves or to university and you're buying them, you buy them picked beans and reduce the stress. That time they'll use to pick beans, they'll use and read book and come out with A1 for you. So make life easy for yourself and for people around you. Try beans flour, try the hot beans, try picked beans. Then you can just go ahead and cook. I also want you to remember that we give free gifts to those who buy order from CNC. And what is that? Free recipes. You're going to get free recipes from us on how you can cook your meals. And this month of August, you're going to be getting recipe for akara, recipe for low-fat akara. Have you heard about that before? We'll share that recipe with you, especially if you're on a weight loss journey or you're hypertensive, you enjoy akara and you don't want the oil. Order our beans and we'll give you our recipe for free. We would also give you bean pancake recipe. That's another thing you're hearing for the first time, right? We are always working at developing recipes, so we'll be very happy to share that with you. And then even our recipe for moi moi. I see people cooking moi moi and the amount of oil used is more than the water. The oil they use to cook the moi moi is more than the water. So do yourself a favor, order and we will share these 4 delicious, nutritious recipes with you. Also, I hear that we have a lot of pending orders because of our procedure of telling people to order for jollof acha and acha masa and the rest. It has to be till Friday. I heard a pregnant woman even called. I was asking, I want to order today, and they're telling her wait. So we are breaking that protocol now. You can order for your jollof acha, you can order for your acha masa, you can order for your rice masa, and even our special acha bread. The last one we sampled was so delicious. In fact, even my children that asked me the other time, Mommy, this bread tastes like the bread they ate during the days of Jesus Christ. But this time around, we got the ratio very well, and it's very nice. I'd like you to order for these things and try them. Jollof acha, acha masa, rice masa, and even acha bread. Then for those who have diet-related conditions like diabetes, hypertension, cancer, kidney conditions, and you're confused about what you should be eating, feel free to call us for consultations and diet plan. We are fully available and ready to help you get it right with your diet. Just book your appointment today. Speak with anybody to book your appointment to talk with a dietitian. Send a message to 0708-987-3497 or 0904-675-8079. So our focus for this month of August will be what? Bean flour, the hot beans, and picked beans. We want to encourage you to eat more of legumes. Add legumes to your diet. It's difficult to find refined legumes. Just as we have refined grains, refined wheat, it's very difficult to find refined legumes. So this is an opportunity to add legumes to your diet, especially legumes that are well preserved using pick bags. And encourage your suppliers, your vendors, to use safe methods of preservation. It may cost them more, but it's still worth the investment. You'll be happy. Tell them that by the time I buy and I'm happy with the outcome, I'll come back and buy again. So, Oga, Madam, I beg, use the right method of preservation, all right? Use the right way of preserving. Don't use chemicals. Don't harm your customers. That is what we are out here to do and encourage. So, finally, before I take another break concerning our training programs, I heard Professor Boki telling you to listen. She will tell you how to eat. And she also has some kind of trainings. Yes, Professor Boki, you're really trying. Thank you very much for that intro. This is what he's trying to talk about. At Citadel Nutrition Consult, we have training programs, educational programs to help people who want to step up their practice or their knowledge. We have 3 types of training programs. One for dietitians, another training for chefs who want to become diet chefs, and what we call wellness class for individuals who are living with diet-related conditions like diabetes, cancer, obesity, hypertension, arthritis, kidney conditions. We have training programs for them. All right, so for the training programs for people who are dietitians, you have to be a dietitian dietitian first for you to participate, or a nutritionist or a dietetic student. That is where you can enroll for this program for dietitians. Here you will be taught how to provide the specialized service that dietitians provide, that is called medical nutrition therapy, MNT. That is what you'll be taught. You learn from us how we provide MNT. There will be practicals, there will be case studies for you, there will be courses that will teach you about diabetes and the diets to eat, about cancer, about hypertension, and after all of that, you'll be assigned some clients that you're going to work with to help you provide medical nutrition therapy. If you'd like to know more about this training, then send a message to our official lines and we will provide you with details. For those who would like to enroll for our trainings for chefs, again, you have to be a chef for you to partake. We are not training you to become a chef. You have to be a chef. Here we are going to teach you, help you become a diet chef. So if you're looking at cooking not just scrumptious, appetizing, good-looking meals, you now want to cook foods that are good for the prevention and treatment of diet-related conditions like diabetes, like hypertension, like cancer, obesity, any diet-related condition at all, then taking this course for Diet Chef will work for you. You will be taught how to measure the ingredients used in cooking. You will learn the ingredients right for different conditions. You will know what to substitute. For example, in kidney conditions, they are not expected to eat something like moi moi made from beans. We will teach you what to substitute. You can now make your moi moi from another grain. For someone who has a kidney condition, you'll be knowledgeable about the various diet-related conditions and the diet right for them. So do you want to step up your game as a chef? Then this course will be for you. And now the wellness class. This is now for individuals who have diet-related conditions like diabetes, like cancer, obesity, hypertension, kidney condition, any diet-related condition. We have training programs for you. We will teach you what you should eat, how much you should eat, when you should eat, for you to manage that condition properly. And I also like to say that this does not limit you if you want to partake. If you don't even have any of these conditions, but you are a caregiver, then it's also open for you. You can take part in this training, so you know how to take care of a relative or a spouse or a child or someone close to you who is down with any of these diet-related conditions. So if you'd like to know more, send a message to our official lines and we will be ready with all the information that you need to make the right choice. Thank you all for your contributions. Adeomi, Radio Mama, Linda, every single one of you who called today, shared your thoughts, your opinions, your experiences. Thank you very much. How to preserve your beans, and we even mentioned how to cook your beans, which is to wash, parboil before you now cook. It's good that you practice that. Then also buy your beans from reputable sources. Talk to your sellers and vendors. Encourage them to preserve their beans properly. We thank the regulatory agencies in Nigeria and the work that they are doing, and I encourage you to join them. Do that work for yourself, for your family. Buy beans that you are sure of how it has been preserved, then preserve properly. Remember to connect with me on social media. Facebook, you find me as Dietitian Michelle. Instagram, Dietitian Michelle. TikTok, Dietitian Michelle. Twitter, Dietitian Michi. LinkedIn, Michelle Omadi. And lots of content, useful information that you will find on my YouTube channel, Dietitian Michelle. See you again next week, Tuesday, on Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle. And until then, make wise food choices. Bye, and God bless you.